Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have a motion on consent items?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. Any of them you want to discuss, pull, talk about? If not, on that one, let's do, it's got several different things in it, and we'll just do, if you want to, a roll call on that one. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning? Yes. Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Okay. Superintendent actions, I guess you've all had a chance to look at those. Any questions? Not, we'll go on to new business policy amendment 2.804 expenditures and reimbursements. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? If not, I'll do a roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning? Yes. Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. New business, item B, bid approval for gasoline fuel. Have a motion.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in,
Will this be the last purchase for the year during this? We'll have any during the summer for the.
She may, depending on how much she uses for field trips and the buses, for camps and stuff. Probably be the last one, but could be more, depending on what they got. As you see, there's a lot of trips right there.
Yeah.
They got to fill up maybe at least one time.
Okay.
roll call, Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning? Yes. Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Partnership, new item business C, partnership agreement between LBJ and C Head Start and Smith County Board of Education. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Not, do a roll call on that one. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning? Yes. Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Special education contracts, school year 22-23. Do I have a motion on that one?
So moved.
Second? Any discussions? Okay, this needs a roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning? Yes. Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Item E, differential pay plan SY 2 for 22-23. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? In this money, let's, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Apple.
Yes.
Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Glover.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Myself, yes. Item F is FY 23 Federal Consolidated Grant Application for the IDEA and the ESEA. Do I have a motion? Second? Discussions?
Who'd you give the second to? I heard two.
Mr. Apple. Any discussion? Roll call again. Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Apple.
Yes.
Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Glover.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Myself, yes. Line item amendments, revisions for FY 22 general purpose. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Any questions, discussions? If not, another roll call, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Apple.
Yes.
Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Glover.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Myself, yes. Five item amendment revisions for FY 22 cafeteria. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Got it?
Jones and Apple?
Yes, ma'am. Discussion? If not, roll call, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Apple.
Yes.
Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. Glover.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Myself, yes. New business approval for the FY 23 budget general purpose for cafeterias. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Second?
Yes, sir.
Anybody that's related to the school system, has a relation to the school system, and vote on the budget, needs to say that they have a relation, they have a relative working within the school system, believe that best interest.
Is this for the cafeteria or?
This is general purpose and
General
capital.
purpose.
Okay,
This is the budget.
okay.
So you want to,
When you do the roll call, they just need to say that.
okay,
Okay.
roll call. Okay, we got a motion, second. Have any more discussion?
I made the motion. Do I need to? Okay.
Got the second. Any more discussion? If not, roll call, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Apple.
Yes.
Mr. McCallum. Mr. Taylor.
In the best interest of school system.
Relative working in the school system, I vote for the
Okay. Mr. Manning.
I have an employee, I have a spouse that works for the school system, but in the best interest of the school system, I vote yes.
And in the best interest of the school system, I do vote yes.
Mr. Lewis.
I as well have a relative that works or is employed by the school system. However, every vote I cast is in the best interest of the school system.
And I am the same on that, what Mr. Lewis said, but I do vote in the best interest of the school system. Okay.
Thank you for your guidance.
Next thing is discussions. I have got most of your evaluations on the director. I think I liked one or two of you. I've got, let's see, here out all of these. I've got one, two, I got three, I got five. Mine would be six. I got two of you that hadn't turned them in, so whenever you can get them to me, I need them by June the 1st.
Did you get one in your packet?
Annual policy review.
Remind
Yes.
them it's in their packet. It's in their
Yeah,
packet.
it's all, these, evaluations are in your package. And she's also emailed them out to you too, so.
With the packet.
Everybody, if it can be kinda light on him, he's had a rough year.
All right, give me mine back then.
Yeah, give yours back. We've had everybody had a chance to look at their annual policy review for April.
Yeah.
Y'all looked at those. Mr. Winkler does not have executive session. Does anybody have anything else? Graduations, yes, they are Friday night. The first one is at 7 o'clock at Gordonsville.
No, it's
You get a list of them, she give you one.
6 o'clock at Gordon.
6 o'clock.
Six.
6 o'clock at
7:30.
Gordonsville.
Hey, Gina put,
Yeah, everybody's got
you was
one.
in there, there was two or three in there, got them. We put a copy, tried to put a copy of her graduation in there.
Everybody should have a list of this of all schools, so, like I say, Gordonsville, it's at 6 o'clock. Spokane High Schools is at
7:30,
7:30,
like we done last year.
like we did them last year,
Yes,
so,
same routine as last year.
yeah, same thing. Well, then that, yeah, well, they have us
We'll have
parking
you
at
somewhere,
Gordonsville
well,
when
I'll call ahead and make sure we get somewhere that.
we get out pretty fast, okay.
Yes.
Uh,
same routine
We're
as
gonna
last
have protection and all that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I hope.
Okay, anything else from anybody?
Any goat feed.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got a second. Second, okay. All in favor? Opposed?
I still want to talk a little while.
Have you been,